Good evening and welcome. This is K Man for Peace. I want to welcome Carmen Jackson, jazz singer, and I want Carmen today to talk about her uncle, Milt Jackson, and how he brought her into this fantastic dream of being this great jazz artist.
Hey, well, thank you for having me, Miss Karen.
And
I
thank
greatly
you for coming.
appreciate it.
I
You're welcome.
appreciate your travel.
Yes, absolutely. My uncle is Bill Jackson of the Modern Jazz Quartet. He started me on my journey. It was ironic. One day he was critiquing me in his kitchen.
Okay.
He was like, I heard you've been singing. And I'm like, what you mean? He heard I've been singing. He was like, yeah, I heard you've been singing. I want to hear you sing. I said, oh, Lord, I was so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Because this man was the world's greatest vibraphonist, right? And I'm going, my uncle want me to sing for him. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I sung a little bit of, what did I sing for him? God bless the child.
Okay.
He was like, oh, that was good. What took you so long? He was like, just work on your resonation and your intonation. That's it. You good. I love that.
Okay.
And then, so that kind of, inspired me to pursue singing
So now,
more professionally.
let me ask you, at what age was your most memorable moment with your uncle?
I think I was like 12 years old, and me and my brother, we were in New York, and he was doing a concert with Dizzy Gillespie. Who else was on that concert? Connie Kay, James Moody, and they was in the back shining up their instruments. We kids, so we just excited to be backstage. But it was like a lot of fun for us, so that was very memorable. So, yeah.
Okay. So now let me ask you, during this time of COVID, do you miss being on stage? Because I've come to see you plenty of times, Bert's and in Ohio, and some of the travels that I've been able to make it to, and those fun moments. And I had a segment that I wanted to have aired, but sorry, I wasn't ready this time. But tell me, how has it changed things for you?
It has changed a lot of things immensely, from going to performing every weekend to not performing. So I think a lot of the artists are feeling the anxiety and depression of not being able to do what they love to do. But lately, within the last 2 or 3 months, I've been able to perform every Friday at Baker's with Ralph Armstrong, Galen McKinney, and Gerard Gibbs.
Oh, that sounds
which
good.
They are some all world renowned artists, especially Ralph Armstrong. He's played with Sting and, oh my gosh, some of everybody that man just played with. Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
And I can go on and Chick Corea. Ralph has played with. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been enjoying that just to keep my chops up. You know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
And then, they rearranged it in Baker, so they have the social distancing, and then they have the ultraviolet lamp in there. And then,
okay, I like that. That sounds good.
Yeah, which that's supposed to kill
keep the air
clean, and kind of kill the virus. So yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, so
that's a very welcoming invitation, because I've been missing coming down to Baker's. As you know, we've all had our good times there. So how do you think in this time that you've reinvented yourself to more accommodate the new style of entertainment, if you will?
I tell you, it's really been difficult. So I still do my radio show on WHPR. So that's one form of communicating with artists via Zoom.
So what are we delivering to us fans out here that miss you from your radio station, from your radio program? What do we look forward to?
I'm seeing a whole new group of artists come through there.
Okay.
It's going to be really, really exciting. I have an event I'm doing tomorrow live with a new artist, Ruby J, female artist. So that should be interesting. We're going to interview her live. So
is she in the jazz family?
She's in the hip-hop type of thing. She has a management team from New York that's helped promoting her. So this should be interesting to see how they do things. But as far as the music, everybody's getting into the virtual thing. So maybe I'll put together a virtual concert and maybe it would be free of charge, or maybe donations or something
Okay.
of that nature. So,
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, the radio station. Tell me some more about that. What what launched that idea for you, and what made you delve into it, and how often are you involved in it?
actually, what made me come up with the idea of doing a radio show is because it's so difficult in the music business
Mm-hmm.
to get, hey, your music played, to
Mm-hmm.
get any type of recognition. So my motto is everyone gets, this is the show where everyone gets recognition, no matter how small or big you are.
Okay,
You can
that's a
get,
very good concept.
yeah, to
I
get
like
your
that.
music played,
Mm-hmm.
get interviewed, tell
Mm-hmm.
your story, where you're at in your career.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what prompted me to start it, because I was having a difficult time
Right. I
getting
remember us discussing it and listening to your song,
airplay,
and it sounded
yada
great.
yada.
So
Yeah,
you had to,
so
hey, you know what? Sometimes it's okay to create an open door, and I think Ludacris did it. Started a radio station, played
yeah,
his
I
own
think
music.
he did. Yeah,
So it's good to have a template to follow from. So that's good. I like
yeah.
that.
Sometimes you just have to do it yourself.
You do.
It's not easy, but you just
Right.
do it. Just
Just take a chance, go on out there and follow your dream.
And so it's been an adventure. And then once I got going, and I was going for a little while, then I acquired a co-host, Max Julian. He was my
Okay.
co-host, so he brought in a lot of huge artists, to the show,
Mhm.
from Insane Clown Posse,
Okay.
some folks off of Eminem's side as well.
Okay.
So some of the D12 and
Okay.
all types of artists. Super MC. Oh, he
Okay.
brought Eshawn. I mean, he's brought many huge artists.
Okay. Okay.
So rest in peace, Max. I have to say that. 'Cause
Okay.
that was my hype man there.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry to hear he's not with you any longer.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Okay. So where do you think you're going from here?
Nowhere but up, 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 up. That's the only
Will
way.
you
I
not be
can-
doing the radio show any longer, or you got some other kind of plans you leaning towards, or you just gonna kind of hang in there for a little while and see? Or let me ask you, have you and the radio producers talked about zooming, like maybe you from one place and them from there, or maybe having somebody come there and everybody else zooms in and you all do something collaboratively like that?
I haven't discussed that with anyone yet, but maybe this week, because I do a show Wednesday from 1 to 2. So we'll see. Maybe I will put that out there. to
So do
see
you
what
guys
happens.
play any music in
on the
between
show?
interviews?
Yes, absolutely. I give the artists opportunity to showcase their music, their
Okay.
original
Mhm.
materials,
Mhm.
something. And then a lot of times, if they really like it at the station, they put it into rotation, so therefore
Okay.
it gets played all the time. So that's giving them an opportunity. If they have their business side together, they
Mhm.
can collect royalties, from their music being
Okay.
played on the radio.
And so you recommend that anybody that reaches out to you that they do so and make sure they can cover themselves.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Good bit of advice.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
can
have
you
a
give us
business.
the station and your airtime? Airplay?
Sure. WHPR 88.1 FM.
Look at our camera and tell
Every
us again.
Wednesday,
Okay.
every other Wednesday, I'm sorry, from 1 to 2. So I'll be on this Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m.
Okay.
So tune in, and you can also tune in at RadioWeCanSee.com, or you can go to WIEV.com and you can actually view us too as well.
Okay. So I want to say link up with us. There's TBT talent that I link up with. And so to get us all on the same page so that we're all giving exposure to these artists that sometimes go unrecognized,
Right.
especially here in the North America area. And this part of our country, a lot of times, the South has gotten a lot of play over the course of a lot of years, and there's nothing wrong with it. I love the music. But I see a lot of times that a lot of artists here do struggle, like you said, and finding that niche and finding an opening. And so I would just, say to all of us and all of our viewers that we all need to share that space and give each other opportunities.
Yeah, you have to. You have to give everyone an opportunity to shine, you know, because it's
And we
enough
all share
room
the
for
same.
everybody.
We all share the same passion. We love good music,
Right.
and that's the plus side of this. I want to say, brought to us by Desi's Delights. Delicious strawberries, cupcakes. If my camera person can zoom in on these delicious strawberries that we'll be sharing with Carmen today.
Yeah,
And we can-
scrumptious looking. Woo.
She
Desi's
has-
Delight, y'all.
She has them. She has a card ordered to your specification. She'll invoice you. Take a number. These are for you, Carmen.
Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy.
Thank you for your interview,
You
Thank
are
you
so
for traveling out.
welcome.
and thank you to my camera people. I appreciate you. K-Man for peace. Have a blessed night. We're out.